Welcome, Rebels. My name is Ashley. I will be guiding you through a 30-minute Yin yoga class. Yin yoga is designed to really help us drop into our bodies, drop into our breath. It is a slower paced class. Typically or traditionally, Yin yoga is sometimes an hour to an hour and 15 minutes long. So if you have extra time in your day, you are welcome to hold any of these poses for anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes at a time. This is what I like to call a yinny. It's a mini yin session. And if you're ever on campus and would like to join me for an in-person class, I teach Wednesday mornings from 6:15 to 7 a.m. and Thursday evenings from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So welcome, you are here. You already did the hardest part, which is showing up. For our practice today, all you need is a mat, or you could also use a towel or a blanket if a mat is not available to you, and a wall. So we're really going to be focusing on a wall practice today. And as we go through our flow, we will talk a little bit about what the benefits of a wall practice are for the body and to achieve that deep relaxation. If a wall is not available to you, you can always lean up against a couch and sit on the floor, or you can sit on the floor and lean up against maybe the end of your bed or even a desk. So we'll begin today. This is a little bit more unconventional than some of the things that we've done in the past. And if you are brand new to yoga, you've picked a great introductory course because the wall provides a lot of help and support for our bodies. So if you'd like to get a little bit of extra support, you might choose to sit on a blanket or a pillow. And to start today, we're actually going to face the wall, getting settled into the hips, reaching our arms up and placing our forehead down on the mat or the wall. If having the fingertips extended up like this is a little bit too much for the shoulders as we begin, you are welcome to draw the arms down to a cactus. What matters is that we're using this wall to help with our alignment and feel that support. So settling in here, placing our forehead on the wall, we're going to really begin to connect with the breath. Wherever you are, letting the shoulders drop down just a little bit. Tuning into the breath as we breathe in through the nose. Open the mouth side out. 3 more like that. Breathe it in. Open the mouth side out. Using this Ujjayi breath, this warrior breath, as we let everything out, making an audible HA sound, really helps us release anything that no longer serves us. Stale energy, stale ideas, stale feelings that are just holding us down. And as we seal the lips, tuck the chin into the chest just a little bit slightly, and breathe in through the nose. And then exhale, begin pushing the air out through the nose. Sitting up just a little bit taller, pressing the palms into the wall, feeling that support. Working on alignment here. And we'll stay here for 5 more rounds of breath. If the arms are getting tired, you're welcome to slide them down to an L shape or a cactus. And as we settle in a little bit more to the practice, the intention that I offer you today is support. How can you support yourself? Emotionally, physically, and mentally. Three more rounds of breath. Breathe it in. And out. One more. Inhale, slowly peel yourself off the wall. Bringing the right hip close to the wall so that you're lined up again, feeling that support of your shoulder. Helps us sit up a little bit taller. Extending the right arm up. We have a couple options here. You can extend the arm all the way up, continuing to stretch up from the shoulder socket all the way up through the fingertips. Second option is to send the arm back like a little cactus here, pressing the right side of the face gently on the wall. Or third option is extend the arm all the way back. So whatever feels good to you and to your body today, you know that your body better than anyone else. So arm up, arm to a cactus, or arm all the way out. Spreading nice and wide through the fingertips, and then gently making the connection with the wall. Sitting back just a little bit more, scooching in, feeling that physical support. Settling in here for 5 rounds of breath. Breathe it in and out. Option to keep the eyes closed in any of these postures. Three more rounds of breath. And the next inhale, gently sweep the arm up. And then all the way down. Being extra gentle with yourselves as always. Coming over to the left hand side. So aligning that left hip to the wall, feeling that support. Also recognizing that both sides are different. So what we can do with one side is going to be different than the other. So here, maybe having that left arm reaching all the way up feels really good to your shoulder, your upper back, your biceps, triceps, etc. Or this might be your jam for this pose, doing this cactus arm, or extending it out. So get settled in. Yoga is all about finding what feels good that day. So one day one thing might feel good, then you might have to change the posture a little bit. That all has to do with what we've been dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So get settled in, feeling that support again, breathe it in, Open up the mouth, sigh it out. One more inhale breath. And then slowly begin to venture your way, feeling that support of the wall on the left-hand side. 5 rounds of breath here. The right hand can be placed gently on the knee or on the heart to feel that connection with yourself. Listening to the body, listening to that breath. It'll tell you what it needs. Using the wall, in addition to helping with alignment, can really provide an extra bit of resistance. So if you don't have blocks or bands or weights, you can always use the ball to help build your upper and lower body strength. Rounds of breath here. You're doing a fantastic job. Giving yourself the time and the support that we all need as we work our way through our busy weeks, our busy lives. And using the breath, most importantly, to calm down our busy minds. Next inhale, slowly slide that right arm up, all the way up. Give it one inhale breath here. And then exhale, slide the left hand down to meet the right. Do just a few gentle shoulder rolls, coming away from the wall just for a moment. And then take it the other way. Working a little bit more on the lower body, including the hips. Begin to gently readjust yourself. Coming into a butterfly pose. You have a couple of options here. You may choose to have your feet go up the wall. There you are. Up the wall like this, or if this is maybe just a little not feeling as comfortable as you would like for your hips and what you need today in your body, you are welcome to come away a little bit, so scooching. Always liking to provide options. Everybody is different, every day is different in the practice. Option also to place the feet against the wall, let the knees fall out, but we're still using the wall as a support for the toes. So whatever you would like, get settled in. You may also want to just play with 5 breaths here, with the legs lower down to the mat, really connecting and grounding, and then moving up to a butterfly posture with the legs up the wall. So whatever you're coming into, get settled in. And again, feeling that support of the wall against our feet. If you want to get even closer, you can scooch your tailbone and hips up a little bit more. Feeling that support, that connectedness. So feet are connecting to the base, are connecting to the wall, hips are connecting to the base of the wall or the mat, hands placed on, one on the heart, one on the belly. Scooch those shoulders away from the ears and get settled in here for 5 rounds of breath. Breathing in through the nose and out. Reconnect with that Ujjayi breath, slight constriction of the throat, tongue away from the roof of the mouth, really breathing it in and pushing it out. 3 more. This butterfly pose is excellent for opening up through the hips, releasing tension in the lower back, and also gives us a nice thigh stretch for our adductors and our adductors. Reconnecting by placing the palms on the thighs. Gently bring the legs together. Scooch away from the wall just enough so that the feet come to a 90-degree angle. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Wiggle those toes a little bit and then reconnect, feeling that support. Pushing in just gently to help release anything in the low back. Nice alignment of the ankles to the knees, knees down to the hips, and sending the arms out to a T. Opening up through that whole front body. You may choose to place and press the feet a little bit, just gentle pressure into the wall to feel that extra support, that extra connectedness to the body. Expanding through the fingertips. Palms face down to ground, using all of these props that are available anywhere we go, any place we travel. Sometimes we might be staying at a hotel or Airbnb and we notice that maybe the floor isn't as clean as it could be, and we don't have a mat, so using the wall and a towel can be really good as a nice clean space to really help expand and connect through our practice, through our breath. You may wish to press the soles of the feet a little bit more into the wall to feel that extra support and connectivity. Breathing it in. Opening them out, sigh it out. using the wall as a prop for our practice is an excellent tool to become comfortable with if you travel a lot or are just not at home to have a consistent yoga practice. It's a prop that can be used standing, seated, or laying down. Also, if you happen to be traveling and maybe the floor in wherever you're staying isn't as clean as you would like it to be, and you don't have the access to a mat, you can use the wall to continue with your practice, continue stretching and feeling good in your body. 3 more rounds of breath here. Doing a fantastic job. Keeping the eyes closed if they're closed. Gently begin to hug the left knee into the chest, keeping the right knee bent, and slowly place the left ankle across the right knee, resting it here, helping us open up a little bit more through the left hip, the inner left thigh. Bringing the arms back out to a T or a cactus. To back off the pressure on the hip, you can send the foot up a little bit more to release the pressure. If you would like a little bit more stretch, bring the foot lower down, and then you're really gonna feel it. Oh yeah, feeling it for sure. Taking a big breath in all together. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Feeling the support of the floor, of the wall. 5 rounds of breath here. Two more, stick with it, stick with that breath. Noticing the sensations in the body as we sink a little bit deeper, breathing it in and breathing it out. Keeping the eyes closed, gently remove the left knee from the right, hug that right knee in, and then gently place the right ankle over the left knee, noticing the difference in the tightness and looseness of the right hip versus the left. Option to walk the foot up if you need a little bit of, not as extreme of a stretch, if you really want to go for it, bring the foot down a little bit more to increase the intensity, breathing it in. And now settle in here all together, 5 breaths. Let's take one together. As we exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Seal the lips, settle in, feel the support. 2 more. Doing a fantastic job. Keeping the eyes closed if that feels good. Gently release the left foot onto the wall. Sending the knees down to the right or the left. Adjusting the mat or the blanket. Scooching our hips all the way up to the wall. And then extending the legs all the way up, trying to get as much of the low body onto the wall, coming into a pose very creatively called legs up the wall. This pose is fantastic to help calm down the central nervous system, helping us bring freshly oxygenated blood all throughout the body. Also, if you have problems sleeping, as so many of us do with super, super busy lives, this is a great option to do as you're headed to bed, or if you need to calm down in the middle of the day. Just any time that you can take a few minutes to yourself and you really need to regulate quickly, this is one of the best poses you could choose. As we settle into this posture, option of placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or extending those arms out to a nice T, really taking up space for yourself. All together, let's take a big breath in. And then exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Seal the lips. Continue to breathe. Feeling all that support, the wall, as we gently press our heels in, our quads in, our hamstrings, our glutes, releasing tension in the low back as everything just melts in a little bit more, breathing it in and out. As we get deeper into this posture, what else can you release? What else can you let go of? Yin is all about embracing stillness, quieting the mind, rejuvenating the body. So check in, beginning with the fingertips. What can extend and release? If there's any gripping, just let things melt down. Let the forearms melt. Let the upper arms melt. Let those shoulder blades melt into the mat. Feeling the connectivity and the support all the way down the spine to our hips. Feeling the gentle connection of the wall as we focus on the lower body. Option to let the feet fall out a little bit as we breathe into the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, and then finally focusing on the feet. What can we release? Whether it's in our or our mind or our heart. This is the time to let things go just a little bit. Even for a few moments. Option to stay in legs up the wall as your final resting posture, or if you would like to get in the ever beneficial Savasana, slowly come off the wall, getting settled in. You can use the blanket to cover up if you're feeling chilly. You just want to get a little bit of extra comfort. Wherever you're deciding to end your practice, whether you're still using the amazing support of the wall or you're letting everything go in Savasana, take rest. Find that final stillness. If you chose to come into Savasana, just tune into any sensations that you may have as you lower the legs down from the wall. There may be a little tingling sensation. Getting settled in. You are welcome to continue staying in Savasana or legs up the wall, but if you need to go back into the day or the evening, or it's time for you to head off to get some additional rest, begin to gently bring in some sensation and movement into the body, undulating the fingertips and the toes, circling the wrists and the ankles, rolling onto the right or left side, coming into fetal position for 3 rounds of breath. Knowing that as you come out of this posture, you have done an amazing job of giving yourself time, space, and stillness to take care of your precious, precious body, mind, and spirit. Gently rise up using the top hand, coming to a seated position, bringing the hands to heart center, taking a big breath in, and out, bowing to seal the practice. The light in me honors, respects, and appreciates the light in each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. My name is Ashley. Please remember to take care of yourselves.